Have y'all ever tried a French dip sandwich? Let me tell you something. It is so good. The gravy, well, I reckon they call it an au jus. It's so easy and it tastes like a 5-star restaurant for all I know. Like I've been to a lot of those. But let me let you know that you're going to put your roast in this crock pot. I'm using 2 little sirloin tip roast. I buy my beef from a local farmer and I have them little tips cut off. And that's what I use for my French dip. And you can use whatever kind of roast you want to use, but you just put it in your little baby crock pot. You might have an Instant Pot, whatever it is that you got. And the only thing you're going to do is take you a tablespoon of Worcestershire, okay? And go ahead and just put that right in your crock pot. That's the 10.5 ounce can of your French onion soup. And then you got your beef consommé. I mean, we are being fancy and French tonight. Okay, oui. So we got beef consommé. That is what makes that rich juice is so good. You sop it up, but we'll get to that in a minute, okay? Then you're going to go ahead now. You might not have this. You know that I use the Jane's Crazy Salt all the time, and it's got things like garlic powder and onion powder and salt and pepper and all these things mixed up in it. If you don't have all that, you can put it in individually, but I would just tell you to at least use just a tiny bit of thyme, some garlic powder, some onion powder. That'll do if that's all you got, okay? Either way, it's going to be a good one, y'all. All right, so go on and I'm going to use a little bit of the crazy salt. So you won't see me putting the other things in there because it's already in here. It's like an all-in-one. And put you about a teaspoon or teaspoon and a half or something, or, you know, measure with your heart, as they say. That's what I do half the time, y'all. Then you're going to put you a little bit of minced garlic, maybe a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon, whatever floats your boat, whatever you like to taste. 1 to 2 garlic cloves will do, y'all. If you want to use a fresh clove of garlic, that's fine too. And then last, but certainly not least, as they say. Well, it's not last because actually I'm going to put some pepper in there. I got a Guinness beer. You can use whatever. You need a 12 ounce. This is 11.2. That'll do. But 11, 12 ounces in this recipe, okay? So something stout, German beer, something like that, whatever beer that you like. But you want to get a stout beer of some sort. Pour that in. You know, the alcohol cooks off. It's going to give it a good flavor, though. All right, so I'm going to put some pepper in here. And that's just a taste, y'all. And you know what I tell you? You can always add. No, you can't. You can always add. Yes, you can. You can always add, but you can't take away. All right, then you're going to go ahead and cover your crock pot. Now, the thing about a crock pot, y'all, is you're so tempted to want to lift the top off. But do you know when you lift your top off your crock pot, it takes 15 minutes for that thing to get back up to temp. So it just prolongs your cooking time. So I'm going to shred mine. So for that reason, it'll cook about 5 hours. Just keep checking it. And then when you're done, shred that bad boy up in that juice, okay? Now, if you just want to slice it, you don't want it shredded, cook it 3 or 4 hours and then take it out and go ahead and slice it while it's still kind of firm. And then if you want to put it back in your juice and let it marinate, that's fine. All right, y'all, so it got fork tender. I just shredded it with my fork. Here we go, y'all. I have French bread. I put butter on it. I toasted that on broil in the oven, open like this here. Then I put my shredded beef, and then I put my provolone cheese on top and melted it. That's my au jus for dipping the sandwich in at each bite. It's so good. And there's my pepper and my pickled green beans. All right, this is Scarlett, and I'm just cooking and living forgiven. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.